Uncle Fuji, Master Fuji himself. And the first question I've got for you is, where did you first meet Fuji?
Oh God, Uncle Harry, not Uncle Fuji, Uncle Harry. His name was Masahiro Fujiwara, and it was Waikiki Dean Higuchi Dean Ho. He was tag team partners with the Gorilla, I think. And he had a gym in Waikiki. And I had hip surgery as a kid, blah, 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 blah. So coming out about 12, 13 years old, I started working out down there as I couldn't participate in active live sports and stuff. And I wanted to be, and I couldn't surf yet. So I started working out there, and all the wrestlers used to come through. And Fuji was, he broke in there. He broke in Hawaii as a local guy, a local wrestler. So he didn't, obviously he wasn't getting any breaks. He had a good, it was a gimmick, but an aluminum siding business going. And when I first knew him, he was a security guard at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. And he and his partner at night, his partner turned up, ran a lot of stuff in Hawaii, but I guess they were walking out with clothes racks of shirts and stuff from, the fine shopping stores and and find, at night he was less of a suit, but he used to work out at the gym there at Dean's gym, and he'd come by, and he always had, even in those days, he always had a big car, Cadillac or big Lincoln, big car that he'd drive, and always shining. He's always into mischief. Always into. I remember he and Dean one time, where they're trying to steal a motor off a boat, and it was parked up around the side or back or behind the gym. So Dean had all the wrenches and the ratchets and stuff there to take it. Says, Fuji, she said, I'm going to go to this. If anybody comes by, you see somebody walking by, whistle. He goes, and I guess he's taking the motor off the boat, and doing as people are walking back and forth. It's Fuji, I thought you were going to win. He says, I don't know how to whistle. So that's pretty much it. And they did the thing with Snuka. He used to work out there too. He was a Mr. Hawaiian Islands. He was a bodybuilder, obviously, by the looks of him. But he used to drive I told the story many times. But he drove a liquor distribution. Johnson and Busher, a guy was a classmate of mine, Henry Busher. Johnson and Busher distribution. They just liquor to all the liquor stores in Hawaii, around Hawaii. So Jimmy used to had one of those big liquor stores with beer and booze and stuff on it. And he'd park during his lunch break. He'd leave the keys in the car, in his truck, big truck, big delivery truck. He'd leave the keys and go inside, work out for an hour and a half. Came out one day and the truck is gone. They'd stole it and taken it to Coolio and unloaded all the booze and everything else into his friend's. He had a gym over there. And then Jimmy came out and they're looking for his truck. His truck was stolen. But that's the Fuji I grew up knowing before he was crowned king of the rivers in the business. After
what year are we talking around here?
Oh my God. 64, 63.
So that's about the year we broke in.
I was young when I went to started in Dean's. I was in junior high. I don't know what you call it there, but everybody else, junior high. Maybe it was before my high school years. I knew that.
So Fuji is basically a burglar. Was that just like strictly a burglar, or was he into any other capers?
That was just a side. He did that. He just did that for fun. I think just to aggravate people. He had his hand in everything. He said the aluminum siding business was a big gimmick. He said, but he's making good money. He before he even got in the business, he'd take the like the guys we would Hawaii, Honolulu, the territory of Hawaii. They on Wednesdays they had either a local show, was a civic auditorium, which was the hub. That's where all the original, the sports, indoor sports at the time in the 50s and 60s came from. It was, so they wrestled there on every Wednesday night. And then on a Saturday and Sunday, they were the military bases, which are, 20, 30 miles outside of Honolulu, not a long trip. So he'd tell the guys, and he'd have his big car, says, well, we're going to Schofield tomorrow. So we got to leave, let's leave. Well, it's a long trip. We got to, get ready about 10 o'clock in the morning. So he'd take the guys and fill up, and they'd drive all back and forth across the island and, have them buy lunch and beer and everything else, and load the cooler full of beer and poo-poos or, stuff you eat on the, to eat to come back home. And after the matches were finished, everybody loaded in the car. 15 minutes later, he drops them off at the hotel, tells them, see you later, and drives away. Anton Leone did that to me one time in San Francisco, so I knew it was coming down. That was pretty well. I was prepared.